EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Hill. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. This one's complete to Kelvin Harmon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is Hilton on the receiving end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 11 yards there, 1st down.
43-yard line.
Garoppolo again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Garoppolo sacked. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run with Hill. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Play action. Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 9.
Easton Stick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
3-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they try the right side here. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle after the pickup of 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 4. Yard line on the return.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think they're in a better position. I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
play fake. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's second down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Garoppolo for the third time. Picked up by Quadre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
And goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Browns 2.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
But you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And they are in the field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Williams on the coverage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if and my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT will extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quadra stylish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
39.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Quentin Williams. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th down. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 33, Browns 2. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
Second and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Knocked away. It's incomplete. Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the
inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down now, it's Hill, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Browns on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And a
big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 3. And my goodness, another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 40, Browns 2. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another Touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got a feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Today's final score, Seahawks 47.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.